Okay, we're about ready to head up and head to West Virginia for Summit Point, and I'll do one last little video of the car here to show you what was the final outcome of this week's efforts. So here we go. All right, back here, we'll start with the back. Got a nice sway bar. So new speed sway bar, custom mounts, custom links, things like that. So the car is obviously a lot stiffer in the rear right now just because of that. So I'm running a fairly light spring rate, but the sway bar I'm really hoping to it's going to help keeping any sort of front inside wheel pickup, which hopefully just means better exit speed. Okay, or exit putting the power down on exit. The brake, which is like honestly the biggest issue we had at the autocross, we think we fixed that by number one, removing some material. So the steering shaft right here, the brake pedal, which is kind of running into the shaft like that, preventing some of the travel. So that was kind of silly, quite frankly. So that's been bled, and then the techniques on how you bleed a dual master setup, I didn't realize you have to bleed the front and the rear at the same time when you bleed the brakes. So once we did that, I saw a little bit of air come out, but the brakes honestly feel so much better. Still got a fire extinguisher to mount over there. I think the biggest change up front visually is I've got a bumper and splitter now. So the splitter mounts, you can kind of see it. There's a square tubing frame underneath there, and right down there, there's a 3/8 bolt with a clevis, and there's the same thing on the other side. And then the subframe runs to the back of the car and jumps up over top of the actual car subframe, which is how the splitter can go from up front all the way to the back. There it is right there, that plate. It's going to be hard to tell in the video, but that plate right there basically grabs the subframe and kind of sandwiches it. So I don't have any hardware or anything else to do back here. I just have to make sure the plate gets up over top. The splitter goes below the subframe and just slots right over top the subframe. So anyway, kind of clever, kind of cool. Worked out pretty well. Ended up patching the firewall back where it had been cracked. This bushing here was completely blown out, more than I anticipated. I think I talked about that in the previous video where I ordered the wrong material. I found this material in the shop at like 12 o'clock last night and whipped up another mount. Also found the bolt that's down there, the very bottom one, was stripped out of the transmission. So this whole motor mount was able to rock back and forth and cause a lot of headache. And I'm sure if I'd left it like that, the headers would have cracked immediately. AccuSump leak I think is fixed, pre-charge and all that good stuff. It had a small little air leak right here on the gauge, tightened all that up. I think I still need to make a quick bracket to go from here to here just to keep the top of the radiator mounted. It doesn't move a lot, but I just don't want to risk cracking anything. Let's see, other things. Oh man, that's about it for the major stuff. A lot of little maintenance items and things like that. Again, fixing the brakes was huge. Fixing the AccuSump was huge. And yeah, I think we're about ready to head out. I think I'm gonna scrape a little bit with this. This is not very high off the ground at all. So we'll see how many curbs I can hit with a plywood splitter. But anyway, yeah. So like I said, we're gonna load up, head out. Kind of running short on time. I'm a little bit late right now, but a little behind schedule. But we've got a little bit of fluff in the schedule. We can make it still happen. So anyway, I've got to go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and the next one's going to be at the track. So wish me luck. Bye.